Hello. Ow. Heather Nisa. Hola. I'm just peeking right now. Yeah? Oh no! Wait, I thought I actually stuck that to the jelly button, but it got caught on my other model. No! Oh, I need to fix that. Hold on. Yeah! Hold on, let me fix something real quick. What is actually happening? Oh, it's not. Oh, I see it. It's not attached to the model. It's attached to my hair. That's why that keeps happening. Wait, why is it still stuck to my hair? What do you mean it's stuck to my hair? What? It's still stuck to the hair. Do I have to move this manually away from it? No, not this. Not this. Not this. What, are you stupid? Not this. Jesus, man. Why does it keep going freaking vertical? I don't like that. I don't know why I keep having priorities on which one I actually... Okay. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have this. You're not gonna change it. You're gonna clip onto that. Uh, bruh. Why am I having trouble with this? Why aren't you attaching? What, you don't exist in the same plane? Why are you having trouble? Do I have to throw you in the garbage? What do they call that? Hard hat? Hard hat. Where's hat? Hat. Oh, you don't exist anymore? Helmet. Elibon? 4 is okay, 5 is okay. No, I don't want to move that one. Why do you... Oh my god, are you serious? Why are you so focused? Oh, okay. The big one is the one that... No. Why is there an overlapping issue with the fucking program? What the fuck is this? Bruh. Yeah, you do exist. It's just I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble with this stupid layering shit. It's being stupid. I think they need to fix this fucking problem. Because it's not taking priority on what I'm clicking. It's taking priority on everything else that isn't the one that I want. Why is it clicking on the hands? I'm not clicking on the hands. Why is it focused on the hands? I don't have that. Oh my god. Look, if what the heck is this? I can move this, but I cannot move the one in the background. Oh my god, now everybody's fucking... I'm back. I'm back. Holy shit. Oh, this doesn't work. This is over here. Why is just this? Why can I not interact with this? I don't understand why I cannot interact with the one right there. Do I have to move my entire... Oh my god, why are you so focused on this layer? Oh, so I had to separate the entire thing. Just for the selfish hat not to do that. It's still... What the fuck? What layer is this? All I'm just trying to do is just attach this to this. What layer is this? I can't tell what layer did I put on the freaking jelly bun, the jelly bun for that. It just doesn't exist. This is to manage it. Cause look, you know what? I'm gonna go to general load item mod. No. General item settings, yeah. No, that doesn't help. That's for the item scene, but it's not the bonkies. I really wish I could know what layer is this stupid damn thing. Yep. I keep breaking stuff. I don't like it sometimes. Oh. I don't want to remove all 5 seeds. Because that'll remove the egg, that'll remove the other 2 hard hats, that'll remove everything. I'm not a fan of that. If it can tell me what layer it is, that'll be fine. I don't have to get another item. But it seems like this program just doesn't want me to... Just doesn't want... Loaded item. There we go. Where... That's Jelly Bonk? It's under the Jelly Bonk layer. So this is so this thing right here, it groups up with the jelly bonk then. So I layered this above the jelly bonk, so I don't know why it's not attaching. Look. So if I get the same item, go down. Helmet. Select. If I put it on I can't put it in the same layer as the jelly bomb. But I can put it a layer above. Which is number 2. Good, I'm gonna put it above everything else. Why can't I move the jelly bun? Why can't I move the jelly bun anymore? Why can't? Oh my god! I can't move the jelly bun. It's not even locked anymore. It's not locked. It's not pinned. Oh, it's too focused on this now. Oh my god, this is a layering nightmare, I swear. It's not attaching to the it's not attaching to this. What, did this not exist? Why aren't you attaching yourself onto that? Bro, why is this hard hat being an ass? That's it, Jelly Bun. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Screw you. You're giving me sass today. You gave me sass. No. No. What happened to my hands? Oh, now the hands are away. Oh my god, the hands are just gone. They don't exist. The peak hands does not exist anymore. They're off. They're out of range. They're gone. They're not in the Wi-Fi section anymore. Come here, Jelly Bud. I don't know why you keep giving me sass. Oh, what the Jelly Bud, why are you being like this? Why are you attached to me? Why is the program not detaching you? You're free to do whatever you want. Oh, it's concentrating now on the hands. No, 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 no. 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 Okay. Well, now I can see the hands where they are at. Where they are at. Oh my god. Everything just wants to take my space. I don't like that. It's not in my budget. There, I fixed it so far. Oh wait, I don't. Ooh, I don't. Ooh. Wait, hold up. I do not like that. Move this. Move this. Oh, do I have to be out of the fucking range just to move the jelly bun? Oh my god, now it's moving the hands. Oh, I do not like this. Oh god. I need to fix this. I don't like this layering shit. It's a huge problem. He was supposed to attach this. Supposed to attach to me. Jelly bun. See, when I moved you, you're like this. You like that? That's what's supposed to happen. Hey, Toodle. It took a while. Holy crap. I don't know how to have it as a toggle, so I'm not even gonna bother having it as a toggle. But yeah, I'm here to. This isn't the thing that I was gonna fix. The thing that I need to fix is the YouTube side. Because apparently, if I put the chat, it doesn't show up. It doesn't show anything at all. Hey, look. Let me put the chat box. See, look. It's just an empty box. It's just an empty box. See, look. It doesn't appear. You know, I have my sources. You know, I have the sources of that chat box to actually just have it exactly that I need, but it just doesn't exist. It's like I have it here. I can go to settings and then go to general and then go to overlay. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe it's just experimental. Maybe that's why it's not working correctly as intended. It should have worked. I did show my desktop? What do you mean desktop? Ow! What do you mean I showed my desktop? Hello, Miyokiki! Hello! No, there's nothing sensitive there. I shouldn't appear... I don't think nothing should appear in my desktop. Because I have it on my other monitor screen. A PC desktop? Like what? Oh, like the taskbar on the bottom? I thought about the taskbar on the bottom. Is that what you meant? Oh, there's nothing down there. Why do I have an egg? Because it takes... Because I only have one brain cell. And the only brain cell is this one egg. If it goes uncooked, I'm stuck and I don't know what to... I don't know how to figure out stuff. And if you see an egg fried like this one, it means I'm cooking. I'm figuring out how to connect chat from YouTube. He's the other cute little guy. It's the jelly bun. It's a jelly bun. See? Did you get the multi? Yes, I have the streamer bot. I'm using streamer bot to connect the two chats. Just the problem is, on my side, I can see both chats. What I'm trying to do is display that chat on the screen, but it doesn't do that. He's making a smug face? Yeah, it's always like that. It always has a deadpan. I love the deadpan jelly bun a lot. There are other jelly buns. This jelly bun is like the mascot of the community. It's the mascot of the community. Everybody's a jelly bun. Yeah, I can talk Spanish. I'll talk to you in Spanish if you respond to me in Spanish. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. I'm bilingual. I talk mostly in English, but if you speak to me in Spanish, I can talk in Spanish. Whatever's comfortable. I'm just trying so hard not to break OBS. I'm doing good, Kiori. Sí, Nibs habla bien español. That's Italian. Mamma mia. Oh my god! Like I'm used to streaming. I'm used to streaming in Twitch, but I'm trying this multi-thing, so that way I'm not always stuck. I'm not always stuck in Twitch all the time. Mamma mia! I think it's just a phrase. Is like, let me see. I think it's supposed to be sound a surprise. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like in Spanish. We have like a similar thing. It's called oh Dios mío. Oh Dios mío. or how my cousins always say it. Oh cielos. My cousin always does that. He just yells out, "Oh cielos." So stupid. Why are you so down? Oh, right. Hold on. The reason I'm down, look. The reason I'm down is because I was trying to fix the layering problem with VTuber YouTube Studio. Look, I'm actually doing this. See that? Yeah, I do play games. I play hard. I play a variety of games. I like to actually segment my streams. I think just slowly tweak it until it works. The primary focus right now is just using it for VODs anyway. Get to a certain point and YouTube start being better for visibility, but I imagine just tweaking it slowly and we'll get there by then. Into Q games. I'm into variety games because I can't stay playing a game for such a long time. I think the longest stream I've ever done was around 15 hours. That's the longest, and that's on my days off. But I didn't stream for such a long time afterwards because of the work schedule I had. But now I have all the time, and I can stream multiple times. What the heck? Yeah, I play a lot of games. I just put segments that way I can focus on what games I want to play during that day. Yesterday wait, was it yesterday? What day is it? Thursday? No, I actually took a day off on Wednesday. Then I ended up waking up so late I couldn't actually test it. Hey, but I made a new post on Twitter. I made a new post on Twitter doing exactly what I'm doing here in the back rows. Hold up. Oh, that's not the right background. Hold up. Let me get the right background. There we go. Ah! Yeah. I didn't have any audio on it because I want it, sometimes it, not having audio is sometimes cool. Oh, that's where you came from? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm I'm still new. Well, streaming, I guess I'm still a bad. I can't believe what. Oh no! I had to fix that. No, wait, no, wait, no, I don't have to fix that. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh god, he turned huge. No. He turned huge. Right, like the games that I like, yes, and Tuesday. And I don't think you're bad. In Tuesday we played Gmod. I always actually let people, if they want to join, if they have Gmod, they could join us, and we usually share the collection of packet. We done a liminal map. We done a really interesting map where we actually detect anomalies in that one. It's pretty fun. On Monday we played Pal Buns. It's Pal World, but I call it Pal Buns. Today, what are you gonna play? We're just gonna watch. We're not gonna play anything today because I'm trying to actually figure out how to get that thing popping up and tweaking. Because I want to hammer that down. Because the reason I want to hammer that down is, YouTube is not like Twitch, where it doesn't have an offline chat where I can test things. And in Twitch, I can test things. But in YouTube, I can't test it. You have to schedule a stream and then maybe actually have like a countdown on it. That way you can actually interact with the chat in there. That's probably the only way to do it. But holy crap. It just doesn't wanna. Ah! But yeah, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you, Miyukiki. I haven't collabed with anyone yet, so I'm still doing my own thing. Ow! And then what's it called? Yeah. Wait, is that a? Was that a fair? Was that a fair? was that a fair? Yeah, but I'm too small. Ow! Yeah, but I'm still small, so I haven't collabed with anyone. So what's it called? I think it. What month are we in? When March, right? When the 4th. Oh God, I think it 5, 6. In 3 months, it's gonna be my first anniversary of streaming. In 3 months, it's gonna be my first anniversary of streaming. But I'm always finding ways of how to actually make my streams more interactable. I want people to actually join me in streams sometimes. It gets a little lonely, but that's why I actually invite people in the chat to actually like come play with me. Gotta go happy anniversary in advance. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's already been that fast. It's already been that fast in 3 months. Gonna be my first anniversary since the day I decided to kick myself off the cliff. Anniversary, yeah! When are we gonna celebrate? We're gonna raid the fridge in the back rooms and drink almond water. Oh, the almond water we can get. But yeah, I decided to actually. I tend to clip. I tend to no clip frequently in the public pools. That way, I can actually make it into the pool rooms. And since I've done it so many times, I actually gained real estate in this place and renovated some of the areas. So eventually, you'll get to see our own room. We get to see our own house in the pool rooms. It's not a house really. You could just walk into it into a hall, and then you'll see a bed. You'll see a bench in the pool room. And that's when we all hang out. Yippee! It's our own little paradise in the pool room. And I mean, while we haven't yapped, you basically collab with chat. Man, I wish that Macros game was longer. Yeah, I collab with chat. I don't. I haven't collab with any VTuber yet, but I did collab with chat many times. It's a lot of fun to actually collab with chat. One thing for sure is that, huh? You should try to invest in some in your channel, like get some panels, overlays, and oh no, I do have overlays. I do have overlays. I just haven't used them. I haven't used them. I do have them. I just don't use them because I'm constantly just doing something else. I'm not joking. Watch. Look. Well, they're not my. Okay, look. I don't have overlays. I literally don't have overlays or transitions or anything like that. Ending screen or be right back. Look, not in my own custom one, but I did have pre-assembled ones. Yeah, I do have pre-assembled ones. But I'm so used to doing it in this format. It's a lot more fun. Overlays, ankle break, get layup. Look. Just so you can see. Just so you can see. I don't think did I add music in the other tab? It's gonna be scuff if I didn't have it. It's gonna cut the music off abruptly. Look. Hey. That chat used to work. That chat used to work for Twitch. I can reconnect it. It'll work just fine. But the problem is, it will not. YouTube site will not appear on that. YouTube site will not appear on that. But soon, you'll start. Yeah, like a custom one. Yes. The problem, I don't feel like it. No, it's not the problem. I don't feel like it. It's just more of figuring out how to connect it. Because just now, I connected one of the chat box with one of them. It just doesn't appear. I just did. Channel assets? What? What do you mean channel assets? Wait, are you talking about like the VTuber assets and all that? I don't know about that. okay, because like I've been getting frequently lately, like a lot of like some other artists that just pops in and then they immediately DM me and then they want to do that and then eventually like, oh hey, how much I charge you? I'm like, oh, I didn't ask for that. I just wanted to be friends. I just wanted to be friends with another YouTuber. It's why I ended up ghosting them sometimes because like it feels so awkward. They come in so friendly. They come in so friendly that but then they just don't want to get to know me much. They don't want to hang around enough. Oh, it gets very odd for me. Oh, no, I'm brokey right now. I'm sorry. When I heard about that VTuber acid thing, I thought it was like that one that the other VTubers have, where they mentioned that there's like a free list, a compilation that got lost, and then nobody knows the link to it. Some people, it's only connected to like a closed community like that. I thought you were one of them. That would have been nice, but I'm not looking to buy something right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's something that I have to work with. It's something I get used to work with because I'm having a hard time saying no and then straight out telling them like, oh man. Yeah, I keep like I keep getting bombarded by those like every once in a while. Right now, lately, not much. And I get excited when I meet new people, but I'm like, oh God, how do I break it to them? How do I break it to them? I love to meet new people. I want to hang out with them. Some of them actually have the name VTuber on it, and I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, okay, it's another artist. I'm like, can we just be friends? And then the second, because last time I did that to another person that actually commissioned me like that, I wanted to be friends with them and get to know them. And then at the end, they just wanted to actually share their stuff, and then they end up leaving. They ended up leaving, and they didn't want to communicate with me. All they do is just, hey, you want to discuss this? You want to discuss this? You want to discuss this? I'm like, why am I in a loop? I just don't want to talk about that. I just don't want to talk about that. Just when I meet new people, I want to hang out with them. I want to get to know people. I just ignore them. I know, but I give each person the respect they deserve. It's alright. It's alright. I meet some other artists that was lucky enough to actually that they actually care enough to actually hang around in my streams and then talk about other stuff that isn't work related. It was, it wa- I'm lucky to find those few. And I don't be rude to those people that actually want to commission their work to me because I'm new. I don't mind. It just no. There was another one right before. There was the other one right before you actually commissioned. There was another one. No, Kiori, you're different. You're different because you did you literally we literally just talk we literally talk about other stuff that isn't work related. We talk about memes. We talk about other stuff. You're really fun person to hang out with. Yeah, it was another one. It was in the thing why it felt so awkward is because that person felt like genuine looked like it felt like that person could it would actually be another person I could hang out with. I thought it was another VTuber and all of that. but then that DM actually turned into a business, and then showing their stuff. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, you did that, and then they just slowly offered, hey, I can help you with that. I'm like, oh, okay. The only thing that I find suspicious is that the quality is everywhere. I saw some assets right in there that didn't correlate to the other assets, because I saw one high quality one that I really liked, but then I saw the other 3D models and I'm like, wait, why is there two different in much of a difference in quality? So I'm like, if you have one that's rigged or modeled and highly detailed, but then you have another model that's way lower detailed, it feels like very amateurish. I don't think you were supposed to display that one. It makes me question, like, are you legit or not? Jelly Bunny Japanese, is that? Oh, thank you for that. Oh, that looks adorable. It's my birthday today. Oh, happy birthday! but yeah, Miyokiki, if you're still here, I appreciate you. If you're still here, I'm like, I enjoy your company. Thank you for being here. I just want to get to know people. I just want to get to know people. If you don't mind. And then tomorrow, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Oh, it's the FIDE demo. The FIDE demo, yeah. You do like the FIDE demo. I hope you look forward to that. I want to make a FIDE. I want to make FIDE like a huge day for me. Oh, I was just kidding. Why? It's not your birthday. It's not your birthday. Oh no, it's not a bot. It's not a bot. It's not a bot. It's just I think it's just genuine people that are interested in trying to find work and commission during streams. I think I think I know why they do it. I haven't put rules in my streams on what you can do and what you can do. So it's part of my fault. I just don't know how to I don't know how to post stuff like that. Like on my Twitch side of things, I don't know how people can able to put like pictures, banners, rules on that front page, or put it on when someone actually clicks on the chat and then it pops up. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't know how to do anything of that. That way to prevent it, so I could put the rules. So, hey, don't advertise. I get followed by them all the time. It's annoying. I mean, if it's a bot, Sari will detect it. Put the rules, dude, in the chat, in the and the about page. All right. I guess I can do that. But that's not the focus right now. That's not the focus right now. I don't want to get distracted. One thing at a time, please. Or else I'll never get anything done. I accidentally typed bro. It's so easy in stream. I was chatting with someone on Discord at the it's alright. I just type in burr. B-U-R-H. Burr. I want to do more animations with the jelly bud. It's funny to actually have. It's funny to animate these guys. I just need a day off to do it. Which I do have a day off. Every day is a day off. When now I just. But I think that's what's gonna be. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen from now on. I think I'm gonna have to take Wednesday and Thursdays off. That way, it's in the middle of the bridge. That way, it doesn't seem. That way, my weekends doesn't seem like that overexhausting. That way, if I end up waking late on Wednesday, I still have Thursday to work on it. And Wednesday and Thursday can be whatever I can do. Like, if I want to take a day off, I can take a day off and not stream, or I can actually stream something but not. But we don't have a specific aim during that day. It could just be whatever. With the new job, no sleep schedules. It's not much different, actually. I still wake up around at 1, but now I wake up at 4 because of the extra hours. The reason why I end up waking up late is because I don't go to sleep immediately. Like I did yesterday. I check my Twitter and I'm like, what's the last time I posted? I'm getting worried. And I'm like, oh shit. Last posted was a schedule of the week schedule. And that was on the 17th day, and we're on the 26th or the 25th. I'm like, bro, I said I was gonna constantly post something. I'm like, I don't want to wait another week. Like, no, we're doing this now. We need to post anything. We can post anything. Oh yeah, it's immediate. Yeah, no, it's hard for me to sleep. It's hard for me to sleep. I have to get used to it though. It's really hard to get to sleep immediately. You want to know something funny? Do you see that? Do you see the hands? Do you see the hands I have in this asset? It was free, but the asset did not. The asset did not include with the coloring. The coloring of my VTuber skin. I had to manually do that. I had to manually just use a bucket paint and then just paint over for everything. Yeah, it's designed to be static. I don't want it to move. I have another one that moves. The only reason I don't like it is because that one, you cannot edit the outer line of the box sign. So it's holding a sign and it's not a specific, like a flat out line, which is stupid at least. It's very stupid. And then I can't edit it because it's actually animated. So that means that it has as many frames like it's animated. So I'm like, ah, shit. Oh yeah, I know this. I know it's a line that's attached to the table. You can see it. You can see it. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's meant to go lower. It's meant to go lower. Like this. Let me see. Oh, what happened? Why is the background all the way to the... Oh, that's right. This one doesn't have... When I'm in this screen, it doesn't have that thing. Okay. So if I open this, no, it will not show the screen. Okay. So I can fix it. Look. It's like this. Yeah, it's supposed to actually. That line is supposed to guide you where you need to place the. Where you need to place the hands. It's a guide. It's a guide that where you're supposed to place it. I mean, I can erase the line, but the problem is that the hands will just be floating all the time. So I like to have a little guideline. See, look. Yeah, I know. They're still floating anyway. You know, I bet. What you bet? What you bet? Dragon tastes like gator. So if you cook a gator and you enhance its flavor, are you actually aiding the gator, calling it Gatorade? Also remembered I saw a VTuber with an egg on their head the other day. Oh, cool! Gaspin Arkansas. Let's go back to the other one. Let's go back to the other one. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna switch scenes back to the other one. Back to the back rooms. Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Let me do the pun. Let me do the pun. Gaspin Arkansas. We're enhancing the flavor of the dragon that tastes like a gator. Calling it Gatorade. Gaspin Arkansas. Excuse me for my corny jokes. We like to grow that stuff of food around here in the fields. What did you saw in Arkansas? I use a saw so I can cut the cord on the stem. Yeah. Yeehaw, partner, America. All right, we're getting sidetracked. We need to tweak the damn thing. What the blaze? Fellow American. Let's see. Stream range. Handles. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wait, what? Wait, is that why it's not working? Hold up. Let me close it. Let me close this app. Are you telling me it's not working because of that? One second, bear with me a little bit. Damn it. I didn't open it correctly again. No. Chill. I didn't know I had to run that thing as administrator. Is that why it's not working? Oh, wait, what did it just connect? Log out. Okay, no, it's fine. The Chad? Oh god. Why is it so long? All right. I'm back. I can see the chat now. I'm getting displayed? It's loading. What? What's it loading? I guess it's trying to load. It's still loading. It's just a loading bar. Alright. According to what this thing says, enable WebSocket is not. So we got a server. Tools. That tools? Tools. Where's tools? Oh. What? Okay. Tools. WebSocket server. Oh, it's not enabled. That's why. We flash. I don't know how to describe it. I just put it in Discord. I'll just put it in Discord. Okay. Medisuka, what the fuck? What do you mean? Oh, is that why you laughed? I was wondering why you laughed. I got a little sad. I'm like, oh, you laughed? I didn't know it got hacked. I got a little sad knowing that you laughed. I just didn't say anything. Oh god. Holy what? Wait, how did you not hack? What? Giving a free gift card. I'm like, when am I that generous? XD shrugs. Okay, they are. I only saw one drawing they did initially. I wasn't sure if they only do it rarely. Oh, okay. Lost my IG, Reddit, and my Steam wallet at the same time. Oh no! What the fuck is this? Why are you asking Windows what? What's that? I'm not gonna allow it. Fuck that. Did you play Duet Night Abyss? I did play it, remember? I did play it and I broke the game. I broke the game so badly that the shaders did not want to actually compile correctly. And then ever since then, I didn't play it. I didn't play it afterwards. I just stopped playing it because I think at that time, I started playing Withering Waves and then I never launched the game ever since. I never launched the game ever since, and then I heard about the hack, and then I uninstalled it immediately. I uninstalled it. I didn't launch it, I just uninstalled it. Because the game tried to give me an info stealer just the other day. Oh. I haven't played it in 3 months. I haven't played. I think I haven't played it in 7 months. I was playing so many other gachas. I didn't have time to go back and play it. The game was all right. The game was all right for what it was. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It could have been better. There we go. I had to actually raise up the position of where I was. Nah, this is entirely negligence. They got hacked before just 20 days earlier by a white hat that put up a message on the loading screen saying your security is shit. They did not in fact fix it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. This is low security, low IQ. Fix your shit, man. Fix your shit so I can do anything I want. What do you mean? What do you mean fix your security so you can do anything you want? Aren't you doing anything you want already by hacking into the game? That's funny. I draw a little me and it can become the main art for my music video. Who's this? Who this? The egg VTuber? Oh! Egg. Egg. Bro, I'm getting distracted by that drawing. I'm getting distracted. They have long, fluffy ears. Long, fluffy ears. Big flopper. I already want to nibble them. I already want to nibble those big floppers. Bareback grabbing a subway. All right, I'm getting distracted again. No, I'm getting distracted. All right, King saw it. What happened to that backwards? Wait, is it still loading that thing? What the fuck? We can do both. We can do both. Yeah, I did it to the WebSocket thing. I just don't know why it's not working. Oh, it needs to match. Wait, WebSocket. It needs. Wait. That's how it works. Wait. I think I understand what's going on. I think I know what's happening. Let me see. Okay, I know what's happening. I need to get the streamer. Hold on. I understand. I understand the assignment now. Copy that. Enabled. Wait, this is. Wait, you can put passwords? I don't think passwords is actually enabled on that. Let me see. I think I almost figured it out. Hold on. I think I got it. Wait, is that the other one? No, bear with me just a bit. So you go to navigative services. Yeah, where to find that genius? What? Oh my god, this thing is not. This thing is not telling me. Is it just general? It's not in general. Copy, 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 copy. Second. 1 second. No. Cancel. Okay, gotcha. Generate. Copy that. I wonder if that'll work. Now, refresh. So we got a killer? Now I have to go to... Where is that? Chat box. I don't know if it still works. I don't think I'll ever get it to work. What the fuck? Oh, it didn't enable the path. Oh, okay. No, not the nutty one. The streamer bot one. The streamer bot one. I didn't use the nutty one because that. Maybe I could use a nutty one since streamer bot is pretty bitch. Why is my eye? Why is my eye? It feels like my eyes are literally has like dust particles on them. That's why I keep blinking. Funny. Dust particles. Dust particles. No! The eyes are going with the music. I'm sure it got a great personality. White chocolate chip macadamia nut. You complete me, damn it. I'm still trying to get the damn chat to work. I don't know why it's not working. I don't watch a video. Wait, that's different. Wait, that? Yeah, I'm gonna go to that? Why did you say so? That never works. What? Is that how it works? So how would you enable it on this side? Oh my god, why did you do that? No. But chat. Is it working now? Meow. Meow. Okay, we got that connected. Now what? Okay, so now I have to match that whatever is actually on the chat side. So go to the overlay. So now I have to do it again for the chat box. Oh, that's way different. Oh, I think I accidentally muted myself. Oh god. So I need to go to the restroom, so I'm gonna put a video on. I'm gonna make myself smaller. Smaller. Maybe big. Maybe slightly bigger. Big. We could probably do that in Saturday. We could Left 4 Dead in Saturday. Since we got I have a game that I can start, a new horror game that we can start in Sunday. But we can start in Saturday. Don't worry about it. That's my day off, so we can play longer. So look forward to that. We could do that. So the chat's still not working. At least I have the whole thing connected now. I have it connected. So let me put a video. Oh, you guys don't mind, we're gonna react to Backrooms. Because why not? It's been a while. It's been a while. So what we're gonna do this. Pause that music source. We are gonna go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to leave you guys just a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello.
Oh God. All right. Music volume. Mixer. You guys share the same thing.
Today I'll be discussing 5 of the most dangerous, deadly, uncanny, and mysterious levels inside of the Backrooms lore. These are places that you probably do not want to get sent to due to their layouts, their effects.
All right, be right back. Sorry to leave you guys. Just restroom. Okay. Oh, enjoy the terrifying levels of Backrooms.
And they're entities that you literally cannot survive. If that sounds cool, please leave a like for more long-form videos like this, and comment your favorite level from this video down in the comment section below. Thank y'all for everything. Without further ado, sit back and relax, grab a bucket of popcorn, and let's get into the top 5 horrible levels that I've bestowed upon you today. So to begin this video, we need to ask ourselves the question, what is the Middle Rooms? Here's what the Middle Rooms wiki has to say about it. The Middle Rooms act as a partition between 2 dimensions and are located between the front rooms and the back rooms. Although they are sometimes confused for one another, the Middle Rooms and the back rooms are not the same thing. With many organizations, levels, and entities, both the back rooms and the front rooms serve as an entry point to the middle rooms. This can only be accomplished by simultaneously no-clipping in and out of reality, which is an extremely challenging task." End quote. Simply put, the middle rooms is the place between our universe and the backrooms lore that I talk about here. It has its own slew of lore, including levels and entities and sub-levels and history and theories. Obviously, it's not as extensive or fleshed out as, say, the backrooms is, and that's because it has much less research and developments that have been done to it. There still are dozens and dozens of pages documenting these various places though, and if y'all enjoy this video, I might go over more of them. But the real horror of the middle rooms lies in the fact of how under-documented it is, right? You might be able to learn about the back rooms from the internet, right? You might watch a Brugli video and know a thing or two about it, but there's been no such research into these middle areas, and it's an entirely new thing. It's unknown, it's foreign, it's not normal. And if you somehow get stranded here, even if you accidentally fall out of reality, you're alone entirely in this uncanny expanse of strange things that we don't know about. For an overarching theme, these middle rooms are extremely unnatural, uncanny, empty, and labyrinthine in nature. Yes, the back rooms and all of its levels are those things as well, but here, these places are more so. They represent the most barren of places, and the hollowness of getting lost there. It's almost like these liminal spaces here are carnivorous. They swallow up any life force, and they make you exist alone. The middle rooms is chocked full of very, very disturbing things. There are disturbing levels in the back rooms and entities too. I've talked about them all the time, and I will continue to do so, but something about these middle rooms things, just looking through its wiki, something is off about them. Everything's more distorted, everything's blown out of proportion, and it's just extremely strange to look at. So for this next portion of the video, I want to go over a few pieces of lore regarding the middle rooms and talk about why it's as strange as I say it is. I'll go over one level, one entity, and one object from the middle rooms lore, and if y'all like it, I might do more videos. If you don't, I won't. But the level classification system is pretty similar to the back rooms, simply for research purposes, and the two are connected whether they like it or not. The front rooms, back rooms, and middle rooms are all sort of the same conglomeration bundled up together. But to begin, level 0 of the middle rooms is classified as a class 1 difficulty, and it takes the appearance as follows. Imagine the most monochromatic and metallic laboratory that you can think of, and then imagine that it's spewed out over thousands of miles. That's exactly what level 0 of the middle rooms is, and it really just expands beyond its bounds in every single way. While the hallways do go out for a long time, they physically are not big. They're actually pretty claustrophobic, and while you're walking through them, you'll notice a few different things. One, you'd probably see things that you might find in a regular lab, like hazmat suits, scalpels, beakers, lab coats, etc. The other is that you'll notice how cold and empty and barren everything is here. The floor of the level is made out of some kind of gray concrete that just feels oppressive. The walls feel like they're closing in slowly and slowly on you, and the deeper you traverse into this lab and the more area you cover, the more it begins to feel like solitary confinement. What I mean by that is level 0 has big open corridors and hallways that go off in many different offshoots and things like that. You're not feeling like you're cramped. But here, this area is confined. It's not bright, it's not colorful, it's aggressively chromatic and aggressively barren. It feels like the level itself is sick, infected with the disease of liminality, and while you're exploring it, it's like you're the last person that gets to see it before it dies. Levels in the middle rooms do not feel good to be in. Obviously, that's the same for the backrooms levels, but here it's even more so. To exit this chromatic lab, you have to follow tasks that you find on various computers and tablets written here. Whoever writes these tasks, where they come from, why they are so what they are is unknown. They could be mundane, they could be complicated, whatever the case is, you have to follow them and do them in order to be sent out. They're completely randomized and they change based off of who enters the place, and completing them, as far as we know, is the only way to get out of the level. If you do make it out of level 0, though, you're bound to explore more levels, which I will go over in future videos if you would like me to cover more Middle Rooms episodes. But through your journey in betwixt those levels, you might encounter entities as well. Things like entity number 2, which have been named Flesh Eyes. Flesh Eyes are hostile creatures that are said to inhabit the much deeper regions of these middle rooms. They take on the visage of a large, bloody, fleshy eyeball with blue irises. The entities themselves behave in a hive mind-like state.
I'm back. Oh, we can always say, hi, YouTube.
And they utilize some sort of psychic connection to attack prey and to hunt them, which is you. When they do find their prey, they exude some kind of toxin in their eye that paralyzes and stuns their victims. After this, they absorb them via their eye socket. Not much is known about how flesh eyes work because, quite frankly, not many people have been to the middle rooms. But we do know that they have significantly less organs than humans do, and the majority of other creatures for that matter. But they do seem to have a brain behind the eyeball, as well as stomachs and lungs and bladders and a bowel system. These creatures are just extremely uncanny to witness. Not just the flesh eye, but all of the beings that you might run into and encounter in these middle areas. They seem off. They seem...
I can't wait until we actually start getting someone starts doing a new backrooms type of game where the levels don't take during the backrooms. Every level, everybody can make the backrooms level, but I want to get to the point where we are actually dealing with the middle rooms now. The middle rooms. If you're talking about the front rooms is actually where we live. But the middle rooms is actually even more warped and more uncanny and more dangerous than it is in the back rooms.
Devolved. They seem strange. I know I keep saying these things over and over, but just look at these things. They definitely are weird, man. The main thing I want to hit home is just how hollow everything in this universe feels. It's less hopeful than the backrooms, even if that's not possible, and it's much more isolating. Many of the backrooms levels are this same feeling as well, but you also get nicer places that you might be able to chill out on, maybe like the pool rooms and stuff, and explore those liminal spaces. Here, these places are not meant to be explored and enjoyed. They're meant to be endured and survived. And all of these objects and entities and levels follow that same pattern in the middle rooms. An example of an object would be number 7, aka the fortune cookies.
You know what's very interesting about this? They could have done it this way. I know that there's entities in the back rooms, but they could have done it in a way where the back rooms, there's nothing over there. There's nothing. It's more like horror. It's more like the natural causes of horror of the atmosphere. You feel isolated, and then you think you hear stuff, but there's not actually in there. There are entities that are trying to kill you, but not in the way that they're actually physical. It's more like the environment. That would have been more interesting. That's how the whole entire backrooms thing is layered out. And then by the time and then by the time we encounter the middle rooms, that's when they can actually start making entities that appear physically and start chasing you and attacking you, because that's meant for survival. You're not supposed to thrive in and take your time during those levels. And that'll be cool if there's a lore by that coat hanger monster that you encounter in the back rooms, that TV head. He wasn't supposed to actually be in the back rooms. It just he's an entity that existed in the middle rooms that finally slipped through the crack and made it to the back rooms, and that's why he's chasing you. That would be very interesting if that monster was originated from the middle rooms. That would have been very interesting if they done it that way.
Which essentially are found in random cabinets throughout the middle room's expanses, and eating these fortune cookies will give
that
you—
explains that in some of the levels, certain levels in the back rooms, they have physical entities in there that chase after you, because those monsters slipped into from the middle rooms to the back rooms.
whatever fortune is inside of them inside your life.
But they're very rare though. But they're very scarce and rare.
So if it's a bad fortune, you're probably not going to make it out alive. Even the objects here seem to have more malice and more envy inside of them. They carry on this feeling of helplessness and emptiness that everything else does as well.
Another thing that'll actually help for the back rooms to actually gain an extra layer is if you see those entities that we're actually chasing and trying to actually end you in that level, you encounter them in another level that isn't where they usually spawn, but you see them laying down on the ground, motionless, like something ended up killing that entity, whether it's from the level or from other causes. That would have been more interesting because you know that you can't take down the entities in the level. So what makes you think you could survive this next level? It just brings an extra dread onto the level that already exists within the ambience. Pretty cool though.
The middle rooms are just a terrifying branch off, like a smaller sibling of the backrooms lore that you're used to. They add this extra dimension of fear and terror that the backrooms has all over itself, but here it's concentrated. As I've said a few times in this video, if you want me to cover more middle rooms lore, I'll be glad to do that. Just let me know by leaving a like and commenting. Keep in mind the middle rooms and the back rooms and the front rooms are all part of the same lore space. It's just that this is a much less fleshed out part of the lore. It's been there for a while, just no one's talked about it. Until now, you just listen to me talk about it for like 10 minutes.
Middle rooms.
So the name of the level, Virum Terra Machinis, translates to Earth of Machines, or True Earth of Machines.
That's cool.
Which is a perfect name for the level, because this is a smoggy,
Plus, I need to eat
futuristic,
something.
dystopian place. The level is divided into three distinct sectors, those being Region Aleph, Region Bet, and Region Gimel. Now, each of those is in Hebrew, so I'm sorry if I mispronounced them, but Aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and it means unity and strength. Bet is the second letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and it means house or dwelling, often associated with the home of your main family. And Gimel is the third letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and it means giving and receiving or nourishment, something along those lines. Each of these three sectors is named with those letters of the Hebrew alphabet, and each of the three sectors is very different. You'll go on to see why I say that. Region Aleph, or Region 1, takes the appearance of a massive, fully automated facility that looks similar to—
Bro, why do they have a picture of me waking up in the middle of the night? What picture? wait, are you,
and each of the three
are
sectors—
you talking about this? Are you talking about yourself at 3 a.m. when you're about to raid the fridge and then they flash the light on you? Are you talking about this?
is very different. You'll go on to see why I say that. Region Aleph, or Region 1, takes the appearance of a massive—
With the Kamel one? This one?
in place. The level is divided into three distinct Hebrew alphabet, and it means unity and strength. Bet is the second receiving, or Region Aleph, or Region 1, takes the appearance of a massive, fully automated facility that looks similar to an oil foundry or factory from real life.
How I be When my mom caught me sneaking food at 2
It
a.m.
kind of displays itself as a power station, igniting the lights and everything else in the entire level. Its design and its materials are visibly decaying. There are large cracks in the foundation, the walls are crumbling, and the machines inside of the facility, they definitely would not pass a modern day inspection. They're decaying away. The corridors inside the power station are lined with concrete walls and steel beams, and the floors inside the building are made from some kind of ceramic tile, although it's not actually ceramic. In a way.
Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about that one? This one, right?
Inside the power station are lined with concrete walls and steel beams, and the floors inside the building are made from some kind of ceramic tile. Although it's not actually ceramic, the page just says it looks like ceramic. I don't know why. The power inside the facility itself is finicky at best.
You know how like my chat's not displaying, it's just constantly saying loading. Maybe because I'm in the pool rooms. Maybe I'm in the pool rooms. We don't got good Wi-Fi. We don't got good reception. We got good reception to stream, but somehow it's very stingy on connecting to communication.
And it'll oftentimes just flicker or completely shut off without warning. On that same note, the majority of the level is cast in a darkness, and there's no real sunlight that makes it through the smoggy clouds. But this is typically where you'll begin your journey through this dystopian concrete death trap. Once you find an exit door somewhere in the factory, you'll be able to go outside, and this will lead you to the second region of the place, Region Bet, or Region 2. This area looks to be an urban city sprawl, kind of like a large city you'd see in the USA, except this one is constructed fully out of metallic materials, meaning that each building and structure is purely aluminum, iron, cobalt, or copper, and it gives everything this shiny, brutalistic future vibe. Like SpongeBob episode SB-129, where it's Squidward's of the future, that's what these buildings look like. Everything is lifeless, everything is barren, and it seems like it was abandoned a long time ago, but trust me, it is not abandoned. And I say that because in this region, the highest concentration of entities reside. Each structure in this place is a sort of anomalous zone in and of itself. Each of these little buildings you can go in act strange. The geometry is non-Euclidean, the hallways are winding and looping, and they look much bigger on the inside than the outside. But more importantly, they act as a home for strange instances of various creatures, machines, and amalgamations that spawn here. A lot of these entities are unknown to us on the wiki. They're just unique looking fleshy monsters that hide in the shadows. But some entities that are normal have been seen as well. For instance, the neighborhood watch entity from level 9 has been seen here, as well as smilers and skin stealers and that sort of thing. But other creatures made of weird fleshy amalgamates live here as well, and strange cybernetic beings that resemble humanoid robots have been seen walking through the alleyways.
Oh no.
I really want to drive home just how desolate and dystopian this place is. It's not a happy little beings that resemble humanoid robots have been seen walking through the alley.
If you encounter this, consider yourself just game over. No, if he roams around this place, good GG, it's over. You will never make it out of the back rooms or the middle rooms. GG, game over. You have this entity here that it's unfair. It's unfair. He could literally speed up faster than anything in existence. Can locate you at any time, at anywhere, at any time if it wanted to. It's immune to anything else in existence. It doesn't matter what you create. Something that's created new, bam, he's resistant to it. He can one-shot you. It's one of those BS monsters that exist. It doesn't exist in the back rooms, but it exists in that other analog horror that we actually just did a few months ago. This is the cat entity that has BS powers.
Ways. I really want to drive home just how desolate and dystopian this place is. It's not a happy little city like level 11. This is a really disgusting, stinchy, oily, rotten place with an oppressively large design. It's huge. It's easy to get lost in. It's like a gigantic maze. There are machines and cameras and cybernetic parts everywhere. It's less human and more robot. And there's no one here that can help you. You're all completely alone, getting stalked by these unknown species of creatures that live in the depths of these buildings. They seem to only crawl out of the shadows to consume food, which in this case is you. Many reports of beasts that I've described just now have come out. There's shadowy creatures, there's fleshy monsters attached and fused to the very metal of the buildings. There's things that run faster than the light and the shadows that follow them. These are just the tip of the iceberg of beings that might exist in this region. It's like the worst nightmare of anybody that's scared of creatures is here. This is the worst possible place to be in this city because you never know what's going to be in any parts of the cramped corners. It just doesn't seem very fun, much less survivable. And there's one specific creature that calls this place home, only known as the King of level 113. Now, the King is this tall, skinny humanoid figure dressed in a large red robe with a cone-shaped hood. Now, inside that hood, there's not a regular head, like a person's head. You can only see one singular eyeball in the middle of a tetrahedron. Now, a tetrahedron is like a 3D triangle, but in the middle of that triangle-shaped head is this one eyeball poking out of the hood. Now, he looks pretty strange and off-putting for sure, and the reason he's called the King of this machine level is because apparently he overthrew the previous so-called ruler many years ago during an event that's called the Machina Humanity War, the war of mankind and machine. Now, this is actually a pretty large event in the lore of the entire Backrooms, and it caused this place to have this futuristic, decaying, dystopian vibe, as most places would be after a robot-human war. I'll touch more on the wars later, but just get that in your mind. Robots and humans have fought before.
The war on the machines? Really?
Anyways, the third region of the level
Rise Against
is
the Machines.
And this is unlike any other part of the level. It's not like the factory. It's not like the city. Gamel is actually the mechanical framework that surrounds the entire level. So think of the other two regions that I just talked about as being inside of a box. And that box itself that surrounds everything is the region Gamel. It's this cage, metal, wire, and geometric symbolistic thing that surrounds the entire place. There's no sky in the level. It's just this geometric metal box, and entities known as light guides are a common thing to see up in the mechanics here. They mimic different shapes and symbols, and there's this huge focus on geometry inside of this place and inside of this level, and it makes it a very trippy thing to experience. The level as a whole was discovered back in 1986, and it seemed that the wanderer that came here kind of tapped into some sort of alternate reality, right? Because when they got here, no one else had known about this level, so it seemed like they just kind of ran into an urbanistic, apocalyptic future in some other multiverse. But it indeed is a Backrooms level, and during that time when they came here in 1986, this is when the first machine versus human war took place. 6 wanderers entered this level through level 80, and they came here with weapons, since most people in the Backrooms carry weapons, and the machines here took it as a threat. So they declared war, they fought the humans, and then that was the first robot-machine war. There was also a second war that happened in 2014 when wanderers and machines fought again, leading to many casualties on both sides. The aftermath of this war is why this place looks so abandoned. It looks so decaying and cracked and disgusting, and it's because, you know, warfare causes that to happen. But the machines that live here, they despise humanity and everything about it. They hate the fact that we're alive and they're just living. They're not alive, they just exist. They attack on sight if somebody accidentally comes here to the border.
It's like me and the boys about to head out when we actually see someone thriving in their lives. What? You became rich? You became your own successful business? Ew, get out of here. You're living? Bro, you guys are living? We're just existing. Get out of here. We don't want you here.
Of this place, and it is not a safe place to be at all because of that. On that same note, the region Gamel, with its circuitry and wires and pipes, so many different things live inside of this area. There's fleshy things, like I mentioned earlier, that are fused between it all, and there's robot, cybernetic things that live here. They despise all humans. They just hate every single thing about humanity. I mean, I would be mad too if I could not breathe and I had to be a robot all day. That would kind of suck, right? Think of this level as if the Dune book lore meets the all All Tomorrow's lore meets the I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream lore, and that is exactly what level 113 is like. Am from I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream, that's how the machines here act towards humans. They hate us with a deep-seated despising. They want to see all humans die, and they live in this urban, circuit-filled, technological, monochromatic mess, and it just seems disgusting. The entire place is just like a giant computer circuit. You don't want to be inside of it at all. The place is so dangerous, in fact, that the entrances have been redacted due to all the warfare and the madness that's happened over the years. And the only exit is to locate and enter a door inside of Region Gamel. This might have the chance to lead you to level 11 if you're lucky. Once you exit the city, though, and you look back at that door you just came through, you cannot re-enter. I want to tell you how disgustingly metal. No, this sucks. Everything is metal. There's no natural biological things. It's just machines, circuit boards, wiring, fuses, and every single thing inside of this is full of smoke and darkness and death. With strange creatures that live in the shadows and in the small buildings here. This might be the most anti-human backrooms level of literally all time. And I gotta say, it is one of the best levels that I've read in a minute. I think it makes for a really good video, and I sincerely hope you enjoyed my explanation of it. Before we continue with the video, I want to give a big shout out to a really cool sponsor of the channel, eWin Racing. Now, I've been using the eWin chair as my office chair for a while now to make my videos, and let me tell you, this thing is actually insanely comfortable and ergonomic.
I mean, it is ergonomic, but I can tell you something. You have not sit in a good chair unless you actually get one of those chairs from like the offices. Because there's this one chair that looks like a regular ass chair, but you can literally just bend backwards and it just makes you go to sleep so freaking good. I want one of those chairs. I need to ask around what's it called, where I work, and I need to tell where did you guys actually got these type of chairs, and if you got them, what model is it, so we can check, and then what company do you got it from. That way I can buy that chair. I want that chair. The chairs that they have in my workplace on the computer rooms, man. Oh my god, it was so comfortable. I hate the ones that are strict, but I need to find a way how to actually make it chill. See, you can recline back on it. Oh, that's the type of chair I actually want for my computer. Holy crap. Bro, wipe down the pillow. They're probably 1,000-piece minimum. Maybe. If they are, it's freaking worth it. More worth it than these chairs that you see here. I used to have one. I used to have one of these. They're very comfortable. The problem is I can't stay awake in them. I just end up falling asleep constantly because I don't know. It does something with my neck and my back that it just causes it to make me go to sleep. I don't know. Maybe something about that chair just cuts my oxygen to my head, and it just makes me go to sleep.
The chair had pretty much no support for my back or my neck, but this eWin chair has a beautiful foam headrest and lumbar support that makes sitting for a long period of time very...
No, I tried that thing. I tried that pillow thing. It's very freaking uncomfortable. I don't know about this chair. Maybe they vary between brands, but none of that is comfortable for me. None of that is comfortable.
Very easy. The frame of the chair is metal. It's sturdy. It doesn't shake or creak when you're in it. And the seat cushion is very plush, but also breathable, especially if you're sitting at your desk for a long period of time.
Yeah,
one thing I love about the chair specifically is how large it is.
Yeah, I need a new chair, but I've been thinking of building a thing into my wall and just hanging my setup to fit that. Okay. I don't have a chair. The only thing I have is the leg rest to my sofa. Because my sofa turns into a bed. Turns into that bed. No, it's not like the old ones where you have to pull out the bed from the compartment. No. It's a leg rest that it's a thing that turns into it's a couch basically. but it has an option that you can pull the bottom part, and then it turns into a leg rest. And then the back recliner could the back part of the couch is like a recliner, and you can literally just put it all the way straight down, so you can actually have like a real bed, or you could put it on an elevated, so you're constantly like in an elevated position, like those hospital beds. And I always have it in a reclined side, like a hospital bed, so I'm always sleeping like that. It's pretty comfy. But when I actually start streaming, I just take I just detach the leg stand and then drag it on my computer, and here we are.
Pause. But that means you're not smothered with a tiny little seat.
What do you mean pause? What do you mean pause? What do you mean pause?
And it's actually comfortable to sit in with your legs crossed, your legs down, sitting sideways, up, back, whatever way you want to. It's really nice. On top of that, this chair only took a few minutes to put together. It looks insanely cool and
I've heard of this brand before. Some are actually very expensive.
Sleek, and most importantly, it's comfortable. And for those of you watching this video right now, eWin is offering 25% off your chair order if you use code Brugli at checkout. If you use code Brugli, you can get yourself this awesome looking chair for your setup, for your office, wherever it is. You can check out the link below in the description if you're interested in getting this chair. And if you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do so. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much to eWin for sponsoring the channel. Let's get back to it, shall we?
I have a closet thing on my wall that is currently inaccessible.
Something was with me.
So I could create more space and make it as comfy as I want. But even just getting furniture foam just to make cushions is expensive. Yeah.
Inside the room, silent and waiting, as if he knew the exact moment I would arrive. It is hard to describe it. It was a man, or at least man-shaped, with a head not so dissimilar to a sunflower. Where one would expect seeds, there was instead an eye carved from an endless pit with the vibrancy of 1,000,000 infinitesimal stars. Its presence stirred within me an unfamiliar feeling, like every question I had ever thought just landed on the tip of my tongue. And yet, only one managed to tear itself free from my lips. Who are you? The unnumbered level, only known as In Extremis, is written in a very short few paragraphs. The person that wrote the page was the wanderer that experienced the level, so it's from their point of view. And in order to fully understand the horrors and the events that happen in this level, I'm gonna read the encounter to you in like a cinematic reading for you, and then after that, I'll break it down and explain what the level is and what happened during the story. Don't worry, it's not a long read or anything, just a couple paragraphs, but lock in. It's pretty unsettling, pretty unnerving. It might disturb you. You might not want to eat while listening to this. But without further ado,
I'm eating right now. Go ahead.
As it's written online. I open my eyes to ethereal plains.
It's story time.
The clouds formed an Empyrean terrace that stretched as far as I could see. The point where sky and ground diverged was marked only by withered trees that bestrewed the achromatic landscape. I could not remember how I got there. My whole life before that moment was like a fever dream that I had just woken up from. Through the fog of countless fleeting memories, a searing pang in my forehead refocused me. Before me was a monumental structure. Drifting clouds obscured its finer details as I made my approach. The air lacked texture, offering one of the most vapid, tactile experiences I had ever known. There was no temperature, not in the normal way where one would perceive it. As I neared the structure, its features began to emerge. Impossibly long sails stretched from the windmill's summit, and a steep stairway led to a door-shaped void. From the base of the stairs, I felt like I was on the precipice of a perfect equilibrium, a centeredness that no man was ever meant to know. The clouds churned in convoluted spirals, spun to life by the sail's methodical turning. Every rotation fell in tempo with my labored breath, whether by gravity or their rhythm or by some predestined pull. I found myself irresistibly drawn to the structure, beckoned by it. Each step on the weathered wooden stairs bore the weight of the lifetime of forgotten memories that led me there. I gripped the railway as I pulled myself forward, and it too lacked the structure one would expect for its appearance. I winced, overwhelmed by another pain in my head, a wet, burning sensation that shook me to my core. When I opened my eyes, I was at the apex of the stairway. The doorway stood before me, like a waiting jaw. I blinked again, and I was inside the windmill. The familiar sound of an old door closing echoed somewhere in the distance behind me. Something was with me in the room, silent and waiting as if it knew the exact moment that I would arrive. It is hard to describe it. It was a man, or at least man-shaped, with a head not so dissimilar to a sunflower. Where one would expect seeds, there was instead an eye, carved from an endless pit, with the vibrancy of a million infinitesimal stars. Its presence stirred within me an unfamiliar feeling, like every question I had ever thought just landed on the tip of my tongue, and yet only one managed to tear itself free from my lips. Who are you? I do not have a name, but you may know me as Redacted. Its voice was soft and loud and ever-knowing, the discordant harmony of 1,000 whimpering dogs, and yet words formed nonetheless. Its name was incomprehensible, an unwelcome impurity of countless broken promises, a name I've always known since the moment I forgot it. Where am? It placed a finger where its mouth should be, the movement causing the words in my throat to swell, lodging themselves between breaths. It stood like that for a moment before gesturing broadly. There are only so many truths left here. You should choose your words more carefully. The silence between us was punctuated by the rhythmic tick of an unseen clock. Its melody matched the pace of my faltering heartbeat. I stared at the visage in front of me, and only after what felt like forever did I realize I was holding my breath. Exhaling, I finally found the words I was looking for. Well, why am I here? The stars realigned as the being focused on.
Oh, I guess that guy actually finally experienced manual breathing. Because when you breathe, you don't think about it much. It just comes naturally. You just do it. But then when you actually start thinking about it, you end up forgetting to breathe. And I'm like, shit, now I have to manual breathe?
On me. I could feel it tearing through my thoughts, my past, my future. It was a nauseating pressure, the weight of infinity boring into my soul. You have fallen.
I have no offense to the writer, but this feels like the same as stereotypical male writers describing the female.
Like all men before you, and all that will remain when you are gone, you. The chime of the unseen clock interrupted it, breaking its focus for only a moment. Each reverberation felt like a jagged puncture in my skull. There is not much time left, yet fate has not yet made up her mind. However fleeting, there is still hope for you. I knew its words in the way a hammer knows a nail. It had no meaning, and yet it meant everything. The pain returned to the forefront of my mind, throbbing in harmony with the tick of the clock, a countdown to something I could not see. It was faster now, as was my pulse, my mind being pulled from my body like a broken tooth. My words came in hot, ragged breaths as a warmth flowed across my face. What do you mean? I can't remember anything. I was doing something, and then I was here. What does fate have to do with anything? I don't understand. What's going on? There was a knock at the door behind the being. Each strike reverberated like a gunshot that shook the world around us. The pain faded as my vision started to blur. I could barely make out the faint outline of the being, its hand outstretched, pointing towards the door. You are in luck. It looks like she is chosen in your favor. I will see you at the end. The door behind it crumbled to dust, and my vision was overwhelmed by an impossibly bright light. And
oh, what a coincidence. You were right. You were right, Toodle. You were right. They just mentioned it right now. It looks like she's in your favor right now. You're in luck. Okay, great.
And I was here. The report said I was on a routine exploration and we were ambushed by a pack of hounds. McKinley was the one that saved me. A hound had my head clamped in its mouth as it dragged me down the hallway. They said she chased it for a few dozen meters before eventually shooting it 6 times. I was told it was all a near-death hallucination, but I don't believe them. I know I went somewhere I wasn't meant to be. It was too real to have just been a hallucination. The shrink can call it whatever he wants, but I know know what I saw. All the doctors say I was lucky, that if all I got out of this was a weird dream, I should be happy. But they can't explain away everything. I still have questions that there are no answers for. When they found me, I had a small sunflower clenched in my hand. I still have it. Still just the same as the day I woke up all those months ago. Though it hasn't wilted, it has lost a petal or two since then. I keep it on my nightstand as a reminder, and sometimes, late at night when all is silent, I can hear the faint tick of that unseen clock. And I don't know where I went that day, but somewhere deep down, I know that I'll have to go back eventually. So that was the story of the unnumbered level in extremis. That was the entire page. I just read it for you. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So what you heard was directly taken from that page. And now I want to talk about what does it mean? Where did this happen? And I want to talk about some theories as to what this sunflower creature is and where this level's located. So let's break it down. When the wanderer that's experiencing this level, quote unquote, wakes up, it appears like it's a dream, and that this horrifying grayscale world that they just adventured through, where that creature was having dominion over it, was just a figment of their own imagination. And that's what everybody else was telling them. So people around this person seem to believe that it was a hallucination of some sort, maybe just a bad dream. But as we know it, things beyond our comprehension happen all the time inside of the back rooms. In fact, most of the things that happen in the back rooms are beyond our comprehension. So what is this level? What is the windmill? What is this sunflower man? From the reports, we can gather that the level looks to be some sort of grassy field expanse with an achromatic coloration.
I assume that flower is actually just your subconscious. You know when you get out of my tablet. Get out of my tablet. Um, I think it's your subconscious. You know when you actually have dreams. Usually just wake up in the middle. Not yeah, wake up in the middle of the night, or you have those dreams where you end up feeling like you're half awake, but you're not in sleep paralysis where it constantly repeats. You just half awake, like you like that type of awake where you can literally see you you s- you're actually awake. You're half asleep and you feel like you're actually awake, but you're not. And so you're actually in this super calm state. You're not afraid. You're not afraid. You don't feel anything. You're just in the moment, like super relaxed, super calm. It's like you feel like the inner you, the real you. I'm pretty sure that's what the flower is. You're that type of subconscious that you tapped into. Because when you wake up, you're this you're you become back to normal, like this person, right? And you act like the way the normally you do, but then you actually start thinking, I'm like, why do I feel drastically different when I'm in this state than I'm actually am in, awake? I'm pretty sure that's subconscious. That's what it's probably saying that, because when you're awake and then you actually experience more awake, you sleep and then you awake. You have these normal dreams, you have these normal nightmares. You wake up and then you just experience real, like your normal day to day. It just keeps passing by, and then you eventually forget about that feeling. But you've known it for such a long time. You've recognized it, and you sometimes come back to it for no apparent reason. I'm pretty sure that's what the flower is. At least that's how I interpret it.
Which just means it's black and white, there's no color.
The windmill. The windmill is my snack. You can't have any.
There are tall grasses and craggled trees dotting the field, and above them all are these really fake-looking clouds that kind of swirl around.
It's why I have a lot of experience when it comes to dreams and lucid dreaming, and then break sequence my dream cycle, because I've experienced it before. If you could tap into your that type of subconscious, you'll never be afraid. You won't feel anything at all. You'll just always be calm, no matter what situation you are. I don't know. It's kind of a cathartic feeling that you get when you're in that state. But when you're in that state, if you can manage it to actually be in that state multiple times, you eventually get the knack feeling of how to actually control your dreams and force the way you want to, instead of actually being distorted all the time. Like if you feel like it's distorting, you know you're aware that you're dreaming, you can break the sequence and go into another dream, the ones you want to. And if you don't like it, you could just completely shadow the whole entire thing, and you will just have an empty void. Bro, I can barely dream in the first place. That's well, the problem is that wait, you can barely even dream. Yeah, that's the hard part. That means you're a very light sleeper. You have to be a very heavy sleeper to go into that state. But yeah, sometimes I have trouble dreaming, and sometimes I do actually dream. But the more I actually end up remembering my dream, but the thing is, every time I actually dream something, I can literally extract it. I can siphon it, extract it, and then write it down immediately, every detail to detail, including the music that I hear in my head, and especially the ones that I get orchestrated that are brand new and all of that. It's where I can able to do it. It's why I'm actually very detailed when I actually dream, and I explain where I've been, how does it feel like, how does it feel like when you super try is open. I've experienced all of that. I have no mind's eye. I don't see images.
Ambience is apparently
No, that's just straight up not true. I sleep so heavily, the top of a tree can be blown off by a massive windstorm and land only a few feet from me, and I still sleep through all of it. No, 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 no. There's a difference. Light, no, no. There's a heavy sleeper, and then there's a light sleeper. Heavy sleeper is basically what you're doing right now, but I don't know. No, I guess you're getting proper sleep actually. I guess that's what heavy sleep is. What you experience is proper sleep, where you don't have a lot for your brain to actually sort out things, so you don't have to. So you're not dealing with the dreams all the time. So you get uh, what's it called? You get like optimized sleeping. So when you wake up, you're always feeling refreshed no matter what. But when you dream, it's like you don't always actually get the good dreams, or and if you do get the good dreams, you don't always get like good rest from it. So it's a give and take. It's a give and take. For me, I don't see the difference between not dreaming and actually dreaming, because they both feel the same to me, because I'm fully aware when I'm actually in a dream cycle.
non-existent, and that's because there's no temperature, there's no wind, everything just feels normal, a little too normal. But then the wanderer starts to walk through the fields, and eventually they notice a mill or a windmill of some sort on the horizon. They begin to feel drawn to this windmill.
Drawn cinema. They just lay down on their knees and just say, "This is cinema. This is cinema."
Like a spiritual calling is telling them to walk up the stairs in the front of it, and once they see the staircase, they can't look away. That's all they can think about is climbing them. When they do climb them, the sky begins to spin, the breathing of this person begins to slow down, and they eventually get entranced by the windmill itself and almost addicted to it. After they blink while climbing—
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. Look, that's part of it. That's part of it. I knew I understand this. I know what this person is writing. Right here, look. He said it.
The ambience is apparently non-existent, and that's because there's no temperature, there's no wind, everything just feels normal, a little too normal. But then the wanderer starts to walk through the fields, and eventually they notice a mill or a windmill of some sort on the horizon. They begin to feel drawn to this windmill. Like a spiritual calling is telling them to walk up the stairs in the front of it, and once they see the staircase, they can't look away. That's all they can think about is climbing them. When they do climb them, the sky begins to spin, the breathing of this person begins to slow down.
The breathing of this person begins to slow down. I know what that is. That's the type of state that you eventually enter during that subconscious dreaming. That's the type of thing. The type of super relaxed. You might not know, but when you actually sleeping and then you go into a deep sleep or light sleep, you go into this REM cycle, but you go to automatic breathing. You don't think about it when you go sleeping. Your body just goes into this super relaxed state. Well, what you don't know is that when you go to sleep, your breathing becomes very slow. Very slow, because when you're active, all of your body functions needs to actually operate. So you're actually breathing at a higher rate. Your breathing becomes at a slightly faster rate than when you're sleeping. But when you're sleeping, you have this slow, deep breaths, super calm, relaxing state. And if you're actually, and if you can feel that during inside you went when you're fully aware that you're actually in a dream cycle, you can feel the rate of your breathing. You're in this super relaxed state. Um, and the funny thing about it when that happens is that um, if you breathe normally when you're awake, your body temperature rises. And the way to actually lower your body temperature is if you breathe a lot more slower. If you breathe a lot more slower, like when you're asleep, then your body temperature lowers more. That's another way to do it.
And they eventually get entranced by the windmill itself and almost addicted to it. After they blink while climbing though, when they open their eyes, they are inside of the windmill right in front of this shadowy humanoid figure with the head of a sunflower and with the eye in the middle.
Yeah, and that spiritual calling, I felt that before. It happens during that subconscious things. You have no reason why you're here. You have no reason why you feel like going to that certain place. But no matter what happens, is that it's calling to you. It's calling to you, and you don't desire it. It just calls to you. You just accept it as you go. You don't question it. You just accept it as you go.
Of that head. As far as I know, this entity is not located anywhere else in the back rooms except
What the fuck is that username? What the fuck is that username? Cerebon is funny. Cheerful infatuation, not in my neighborhood.
this unnumbered level. This is the only time I've heard of it. It's not listed anywhere else. This is it. But the Wanderer began to talk to this creature and tried to ask it questions, but we can tell one thing right off the bat. The entity is very powerful. It has the ability to make that person feel strange and euphoric, but also it won't let them talk. It keeps their mouth closed and they start choking on their own words. Then the creature drops some really like esoteric stuff, talking about how this is not the end and that kind of stuff, and it's all very demigod-like and stuff. And before they know it, that Wanderer begins to hear a weird clock ticking sound off in the distance. The creature looks around like he knows what's about to happen, and then the Wanderer eventually gets sent to wake up in real life in the back rooms, beaten and injured, apparently having
I bet that guy likes fish.
hallucinated the entire thing. The Wanderer knows deep down that what they just experienced in the windmill was real, the entity was real, the sunflowers were real, the fields were real, but they don't know how to get there, and they don't know how they even got there to begin with. Theories on what this level actually is range widely. It could have been some entity-induced hallucination, where the Wanderer was on a level, maybe they encountered a creature with the ability to alter somebody's mental state, and they put them in the stream. We've seen something like this before with things like Pinhead, but maybe this creature did this to subdue the Wanderer to eat them? I don't know. Another theory is that this level is some sort of pocket dimension, only accessible in ways that we don't understand, and somehow this person got there into this domain and they weren't supposed to be there. Whatever the
what a yum dimension. A pocky dimension.
case is, we cannot be 100% sure as to the origins of this gray field and this windmill and this entity. We have no real information on it since only one person's even claimed to be there, or claimed to survive at least. It doesn't mean it's not real, but it does mean that there's some sort of new type of level that's only accessible if something wants you to be there, which is a terrifying thought to really ponder on. For some reason, that creature wanted this person to see them. They wanted to interact with them, and we don't know why. It could have killed the Wanderer. It made them not exist anymore, but it didn't, and it chose to get them sent back, and even though it was this fever dream experience, the person lived through it, although they were bloodied up and had a very strange encounter. They'll have to go the rest of their lives knowing that their friends did not believe what they saw. They only think their friend got attacked by a hound pack, and that's what caused them to hallucinate. But maybe this person's not lying, maybe they did encounter this. It's a very strange experience, to say the least. Leave your theories on what you think of this level down below in the comments. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's a hallucination? And let me know everything else you think.
Real fate. You know what? Look, here's my theory about this level. The weirdest thing about this level is that we don't know the full extent of how We don't know how the back rooms actually work or the middle rooms of how they actually work. The thing is, the only thing we have is that based on the environment, the middle rooms takes place between the surreal back rooms and the front rooms. And you're basically in this pseudo state where you enter these levels. They look like locations that you've been in real life. They make sense, but at the same time, they're invaded by these entities. So you're not exactly in the front rooms. Yeah, so sorry. It's someone entered my room. Okay, what I was saying, you're in the middle of this estate where it's half real and half backrooms, where you can explore the whole entire world as if as if it's in real life. The only difference is that the things you see in real life are not are instead of seeing people, cars, and all that, you don't see that. You do see cars, but they're abandoned. You see everything else like they're in a beta room. It looks like you're in an offline mode in real life. Think about it that way. Think of an MMO. Let's think about like the real life that you exist in real life is like an MMO. You constantly see people around. They're constantly playing the roles of what you're supposed to do. Now in the middle rooms, it's exactly like that, but in offline mode. You just seen the entire world in offline mode. The only difference is instead of people being in there, they're dangerous entities in that place. That's the middle room. The back room is just anything that's anything that you felt nostalgic as a kid, anything that you places or things you experienced in the figment of the memory that you actually think in your head are stored in the back rooms. But I don't know what dictates that. Like I said earlier, where if a building that you used to go there as a kid no longer is there and just got renovated and now it's brand new or got demolished, well, the state that it was in the last save point in your mind that remembers it, that's the version that goes into the back rooms. So that's why when you go to those levels, uh, it plays more into your memory, and then the back rooms is starting to generate. But that's why sometimes it doesn't make sense because it doesn't follow the logic of reality. Now, let's go back to this. That it was a wild tangent right there, but the one thing that they never discussed about the back rooms and the middle rooms of how it plays. Like, how does it work? Because it plays on your figment of your imagination. It feeds on nostalgia, and that's how it proceeds to cater to your needs, to your favoritism and all that. That way, they can trap you in, so you can never escape, right? But the only problem with that is that, like I said earlier, what happens if you enter the back rooms that you never experienced, that you never had a childhood? You don't know what nostalgia is. You don't know how to feel. Like, imagine you were like a baby that was born in a room that had no windows, had no windows, had no color, right? And then the only experience you have is that people actually go in there to actually feed you, take care of you, and all of that. But they only take care of you not in the most caring way possible. They take care of you as a functional, as a functional, so you can survive. And then you make your way, and then you actually end up aging like into a kid. You got nothing. They don't give you nothing. They don't give you prizes. They don't celebrate your birthday. You just keep going on like for a few years like that, and you still live in the same room. You don't know what's outside or anything. You don't know what to think because you never learned. You don't know what type of thing. So what happens if that kid, or by the time it makes its teenager years like that, and then it's old enough, like six, let's say 16 to 17 year olds, almost into adult, and it hasn't experienced anything. It's just been stuck in that room ever since. And then he or she accidentally clipped into the back rooms. How would that back rooms play? How would any of the levels that were designed to actually based on your nostalgia and childhood how would that play? Would it be the same thing as the other ones? Or would it actually just be a giant void? Because the backrooms is like function does not work anymore because it's just based on nostalgia and based on your memories and based on the locations you've been and experienced. But if you never experienced it to begin with, how would the backrooms will look like? How will those other levels are deemed dangerous? How will they play out if you never experienced it to begin with? Is it just a void at that time? You see what I mean? We don't know how that works because no one answered it. No one answered to this day what happens if you enter the back rooms with that specific condition. Now, let's get to the real point where I'm trying to actually with the side thing. Does this level exist like the windmill? I don't know if this type of backrooms level, it didn't feed on your memories. It did not feed on your nostalgia. Instead, it gained access to your dream cycle. It gained access to your dream cycle, and you literally visit it multiple times. So what if this level only existed because it knows it had access to your subconscious, and it literally projected itself into this level? And that's why you've been here before. You know who it is. You just can't quite remember it because you don't always visit the subconscious state all the time during when you sleep. So I'm that's my theory on this level. I think this level does exist only in your subconscious. Only in subconscious to the personal level. Because whoever actually visits here probably gets into it. Probably gets a different experience, almost the same type of thing, but just a slightly different than what you're experiencing it. Maybe they won't meet this at all. Maybe it's just a windmill that has nothing in there. Who knows? But we don't know if this level is real or is actually based on your subconscious dream cycle. So that's my 2 cents on it. All right, enough of that tangent. What's this? Oh, another video?
沙发
Wait, what is this?
沙发用久了，上面有很多老旧污渍，很难清理，就想换个。
What do you mean? What do you mean? How did that baby end up in the back row? How did that baby ended up in the back row? Oh my god, it's so dumb. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Oh, it's 8:21. Well, we figure out how to connect the chat, but it still doesn't display. Let me see. Let me do that one last attempt to see if we can get it on the screen. The backgrounds is technically an isekai. When are we gonna get a 1/10 1/10 manga title clipping into the backgrounds? But I'm overpowered with cheats. You know what would be funnier? I have a funny title for an isekai. That time when me and my friends got isekai'd and got reborn as a AAA battery pack. When me and the boys got isekai into another world and got reborn as a AAA battery pack. I bet that'll be a funny ass adventure. Because number one, you'll be in a fantasy world and they won't know what the hell is a battery. They won't know how to use it to begin with. But you're there and you got infinite and you never ran out of juice. Those AAA battery packs will never run out of juice or blow. Because that's part of your power. Oh, that's great. Wait, WebSocket version? Wait. Hold on. Let me check this. Is it version 5? What? There's no version 5. What's this? You should have firewall. Oh, that's the freaking fire. Oh, man. Oh, apply. Okay. Well, the firewall will pop up. Probably the firewall that's preventing it from feeding it through. I hate firewalls. I love firewalls, but I hate firewalls at the same time. Not gonna lie. Me me when my re- wait me when my reincarnated AAA battery runs out of juice. I don't want to play this. I don't want to play with you anymore. Isn't that cat again? Oh no. Oh no, it's Toy Story. Damn, that emote did not pass through on that on my side of the chat. This probably was just like a string of letters. That's why. But yeah, we did got that figure out, but I don't know how to connect to that shit. Let me see. Wait, wait, oh, but I have it connected. My chat is connected. Or do I have to change it back to Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got that one side figured out. Is this? I don't know why it's loading on that other side. Maybe. I mean, it connected. I don't think it's having trouble on the application because the application said it's connected. Both of them are working. Auto connect, reconnect, status. It's yeah, it's connected. I can see the browser sources and all that. Chat boxes. But the chat box is just being stupid. You have to add another source. Let's put browser number 2. Let's go to this. Oh, no, not that. I'll give it one more time, and if it doesn't do exactly what it needs, then shit, I don't know what to do anymore. All right. Type something in chat. Let me see if it works. Come on, type something in chat. Max, Todo, are you there? Hmm. Oh yes. Oh. Huh. The browsers. The browser. This is properties. It's just the normal browser. The other one's browser 2. So it's not displaying at all. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that is so crunk. That is so cringe. So cringe. Oh, it's not even working regardless. Holy crap. So I did connect it correctly. Do I have to I'll give it a few times. No, that's a loading. No, that's the other one. That's the other one. Well, yeah, there's just only one loading bar, but that bar just, I don't know why chat box just doesn't want to work on that one. I refreshed it multiple times. I connected to the proper one. It just doesn't want to work. I mean, if streamer bot it's not gonna work, I could try the other one, I guess. I could try the other one, but I don't know how. I don't know if that's viable. It still doesn't work even after I actually connected it correctly. I don't know if it has to do with that one firewall thing. Let me see if I can actually see the firewall. Fire windows. Let me see if I can do an exception on it. No. What's it called again? It's is it streamer bot. Oh, that's funny. I could see a bunch of stream web helper, but not the streamer bot one. Does streamer bot just even exist at all? OBS Studio browser page. Why are these blocked? What's the property on this? Is it going? Is it going through? No, it's not going through regardless. Ah, shit. This is so complicated. That'd be nice if I can actually locate the firewall. Wait, what's that? Wait, there's that API thing. Wait, I think it's that. I think it's that. WebSocket. FF. That's not it. What about OBS? What about OBS? That's system shot. No. It's not a server. It's not a port. Outbound. Outbound rules. Your account. Nothing that has to do with OBS. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, no. This is such an archaic way of doing this. Wait, what if I reconnect and disconnect it on this side? Let me disconnect this place. Let me disconnect it. Disconnect. Okay. Okay, so if I reconnect it, will it reactivate the firewall? Will it reconnect the firewall? Because sometimes it pops up and then just it gave me a late reason. I'm like, hey, we got some access to this. Do you want to block it? Yes or no? Oh, the only way to find out is if I restart this whole stream. I'm like, it's already too late. It's 8:38 already. I'll figure it out eventually. But we do. I understand how this thing works. Just it's not displaying correctly. So thank you guys for being here. I enjoyed your company. Bear with me while we have figure out these technical difficulties. It's gonna get a lot better. But at least we're struggling now. Then we're struggling later. Tomorrow is gonna be Fid Day, and we're gonna do fish demos, and I'm gonna actually implement that redeem, so you can actually fish with me when I'm doing the fish demos. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.